This video is going to be about basically all my dreams and visions wrapped up into one. It's I want to give you more of a visual of what I saw, the timeline of what I saw, what happened in between those times, and basically a breakdown so you all will understand more if you don't already. What all is going on, why people are having rapture dreams. So I want to start off by talking about before I started having any dreams or anything. All I had was dreams of me running. That's it. I would just be running. That's it. Like, I would keep having dreams of that. And until I finally picked up my Bible one day and started reading it, is when all these things started to be revealed to me from the Lord. So here we go. Alright, so my very first video is not on here because I accidentally deleted it. It was pretty much what this video talks about here, and I accidentally deleted it, so yeah, I ended up reposting it. So my very first dreams was I was in a city just like this, and I was looking up and I saw a big spacecraft just like this, and I started shouting, "Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming," and I said it 3 times. And then later on, the same dream, I just was in different rooms telling different people, "Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming." So after I had that vision, I didn't know why I had that at the time. And then this is what I saw in my next vision, the actual second coming of Jesus Christ with the 144,000, which I believe are the raptured saints. And this is the second coming when we come back with Jesus. Okay, and it looked just like this. I couldn't see his face. His face was more like a light. But he did have a white robe with a red sash going across. Instead of red and white, it was the opposite. It was a white robe with a red sash. And then the army was behind him. But when I saw him the first time, the horses did not have riders on them. So that I believe that's Jesus telling me, these horses need to be filled up. They need to get riders on them. So, okay, and then that was a quick vision. So then after that, I had my first rapture experience, which was similar. See the force that this wind is blowing? It was probably like 10 times the force of that wind. And I didn't see anything, but I felt it. And I talked about that in my other video, how I felt the rapture, and I felt myself being taken. And this was before I saw anything. So also then after that, I had a dream about New York being hit by a giant tidal wave. I saw people in the subways in danger. I saw this big wave, knocking down all the buildings in New York City. And other brothers and sisters also have had dreams of New York being swept away by a tsunami. And it looked just like that. Right, so after that vision, I had a vision of a fake return of Jesus Christ. And in this vision, um, that's this one here, I talk about the false return of Jesus. And yeah, so I saw this guy's face right here. He was the fake return of Jesus, and it was using Disney technology, or like laser technology. Well, I said Disney technology, but it was like a laser technology. Basically, God was pretty much trying to say this was going to be projected as a fake return. And so on this episode, I'm not sure if God was actually talking about this episode, as far as them, how bad they blasphemed him. But either way, there is going to be a false return of Christ after the rapture, and God will allow this to happen because of all the people who tried to deceive other people and Christians. They're going to be allowed to be deceived, and they're going to be fooled by this false second coming of Christ. Alright, so then after that, I had another rapture dream where I was being taken up by an angel like that, and I was holding on to the angel, and I talked about that in this video. And then also I had a storm dream. Oh, and in my video that I was talking about that Jesus is coming, I mentioned a solar eclipse, and at the time that I recorded the video, I thought I had saw those solar eclipse already, but it was actually a lunar eclipse. And so the real solar eclipse happened this year, right before Hurricane Irma, Sandy, and Harvey, and I had that storm dream and also the seaside dream, and they both came to pass because we had these hurricanes. So at this point, I'm just trying to get you guys to realize that all my dreams and visions are coming to pass. Not every single one yet, of course. The second coming and the rapture hasn't happened yet, but I believe that will be happening soon because everything God shows me is always true. He never lies. Here are several other people who have had rapture dreams. Okay? Several of them. Alright, so not just me, but all these people are having rapture dreams. Now, I noticed a pattern in this, and I noticed everyone who's having left behind dreams don't believe in the rapture and are preaching against the rapture, except for those who change their ways after their left behind dream. And when they start changing their way, I've been watching hundreds of videos. When they start changing their ways, they begin to get their rapture dreams. But when they don't change their ways and they preach against the rapture, their dreams are starting to get worse and worse. And okay, so then I had my, sorry if I'm shaking a lot. I had my dream, more rapture. I had a few rapture dreams, and then I had the dream about the hiding place. And in this dream, I was in a room like this, and it had a door on it, and I locked myself in the room, and I believe it was my mom, but so we went in the room, and I locked the door, and I said, we'll be safe here. And so later on, I ended up finding some Bible verses about an eagle, because it resembles um, kind of a bird cage, but not an actual bird, but an eagle cage, because eagle cages are big enough to fit humans in them. So here's a few interesting verses about eagles. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, thy youth is renewed like the eagles. And the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for a time, at times and half a time from the face of the serpent. For thus said the Lord, behold, he shall fly as an eagle, and shall spread his wings over Moab. Okay, so then after that, I had my smiling baby dream. And this was after the solar eclipse. And at first, I didn't really, um, understand it too much, but I do understand that this is the man-child that I saw, and this was me, and I was looking at the baby, the new child being born, and it's all lining up, brothers and sisters. So I'm sorry, but if you don't believe any of my visions, please just look at all this. This is all evidence, okay? Nothing I have said has not matched up with prophecy or scripture. So I hope you all found this interesting, and I hope you can understand the timeline and what's about to take place. If you still don't believe in the rapture, you should probably start doing something a little different in your life, and possibly you will be able to have a rapture dream too. So I love you all, and God bless, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.